Dear friends, before I begin, I request you to listen to this message till the very end. This is not a discussion about whether redevelopment is good or bad. This is about something much more important. It is about whether our society is following the law, and whether ordinary members may end up bearing unnecessary financial losses because of decisions taken today. The facts I am going to explain affect every single member of our society. So, let us begin. Background. On 28 June 2026, our society held a special general body meeting, or SGBM, to prove that redevelopment had the support of the required majority. Let us first understand the numbers. Our society has 276 flats. However, 42 flats are owned by existing members. This means there are 234 unique members in the society. Now, for this particular SGBM, the required quorum was 66.67%, not 51%. That means 156 members had to be present before the meeting could legally begin. Now comes the important point. Unfortunately, less than 156 members were present when the meeting commenced. Because the required quorum was not present, the managing committee should have adjourned the meeting, declared that redevelopment had not received the required majority, and dissolved the existing redevelopment committee. Instead, the managing committee continued with the meeting despite the absence of quorum, and later claimed that the required redevelopment majority had been achieved. This was illegal, punishable by law, and a huge fraud. Please keep this point in mind. Everything I explain next follows from this. Now let us come to the first problem. The Redevelopment Committee has already started shortlisting project management consultants, commonly called PMCs. The selected PMC will be paid crores of rupees from society funds as initial payment, not total payment. Every member will have to contribute thousands of rupees towards this payment. The committee says that the developer will later reimburse this amount. However, there is a serious risk. The SGBM that was supposed to prove the redevelopment majority was invalid because it lacked the required quorum. If a complaint is filed, or if litigation begins, the redevelopment process could come to a halt. If that happens, every member may lose the money already paid towards the PMC. Think about that for a moment. Thousands of rupees may be collected from every member before the legal foundation for redevelopment has been properly established. That is the first problem. We are proceeding with redevelopment without legally proving majority support. Now let us move to the second problem. This concerns Building 49. Mr. Dilip Shah, the owner of Building 49, is currently demolishing the building. The demolition is expected to finish in the coming days. After that, he will apply to the society for a no objection certificate, or NOC, so that he can reconstruct his building. The society is expected to refuse the NOC, claiming that reconstruction would adversely affect the ongoing redevelopment process. Now let us consider what is likely to happen next. Mr. Shah will challenge the society's decision in court. He is likely to argue that his old building was unsafe, that demolition was necessary under BMC rules, and that he currently has no place to stay. But he is also likely to make another important argument. He will argue that the very basis on which the society refused the NOC is invalid. His question may simply be this: if redevelopment majority has never been legally established, then how can the society refuse an NOC on the ground that redevelopment would be affected? He is likely to request the court to halt the redevelopment process. Why these two problems are connected? In my opinion, Mr. Shah's case is strong, while the society's case is weak. If the court accepts his arguments, the society may ultimately have to issue the NOC. Now, consider the consequences. The society would spend money on legal fees to fight what may be a weak case. It may also have to pay damages to Mr. Shah. And if redevelopment is halted, the crores of rupees already paid to the PMC will also be lost. These are not two separate issues. They are directly connected. We are proceeding with redevelopment because some members, not the legally required majority, want redevelopment. But if the process is challenged successfully, every member will bear the financial consequences. And still, there may be no redevelopment. Conclusion. So, I respectfully request every member, please ask the managing committee to follow the law strictly. If the rules are followed, redevelopment will stop for the present, and the society will have to issue the NOC to Mr. Shah. The benefit is clear. There will be no litigation with Mr. Shah, and the society will not have to pay crores of rupees to the selected PMC. On the other hand, if the managing committee continues to ignore the rules, there will still be no redevelopment because the required majority has not been legally proven. But in addition, members may also have to bear the burden of PMC payments, litigation expenses, possible damages to Mr. Shah, and other financial losses. This is why I am making this request today. I am not asking anyone to support or oppose redevelopment. I am requesting every member to insist that the law is followed. Because when the law is followed, every member is protected. Thank you. Satyamev Jayate.